Well, there's a fair bit to digest from that game, I imagine. And what have your overall feelings? You're pretty happy with the point in the end?
Well, not really. I mean, we came here to win, and I felt the performance warranted the win. We'll take it because we're on the road against a good side, a side that signalled their intent this year about what they want to achieve. So, look, I think on the whole we're satisfied with the point because of the performance, but I felt we could have taken more.
The two disallowed goals, in the first one was that torturous 3.5-minute VAR. The second one was this new rule about, which you've probably heard about, you knew about. What were your thoughts about the two disallowed goals?
Well, I heard about the rule tonight,
yeah.
And I thought that, what a stupid rule. Let's be honest. It didn't impact the play. No one was fouled. It didn't affect the keeper's line of sight, and yet it's not a goal. What a stupid rule. I don't know what more to say other than that. But look, the offside, we're not in the box, so I don't see them. I mean, it looked fairly similar to what I saw the night before, and that was given as a legitimate goal for Western United. So, but again, if the crosshairs said he was slightly off, he's off, and there's not much we can do about it.
There's been so much noise around the club for different reasons this week. Did it make the preparation at all any more difficult than usual, just to try and block out stuff?
Look, these kind of things aren't ideal, but we've had a lot to deal with as a club in this last week. I think the big one was the sad passing of Masato Kudo, a very popular member of our team a couple of seasons ago, and such a humble, great man, and it did. It affected us, but I think we wanted to go out and perform not only for the club but for him today, and I think we did that. So,
how long before the game did you actually find out about that?
I think we woke up to the news this morning. It was confirmed to players and staff, so we knew he was obviously in a coma, unconscious, and we didn't know until this morning. So, yeah, it was a big blow for the group. But again, like I said, we wanted to put on a performance today, not only for the club, but for us as well.
You had a couple of chances there in the first 5 minutes. Did you think it was going to be one of those days when they didn't go in and they scored afterwards, or did you have to fire them up at half time? And I think we all saw what happened last week at half time with China. But did anyone have to fire them up at half time?
Yeah, we got the gloves this week, so we just got the gloves on at half time just to up the level, So no, look, we were calm because we knew the performance was good. So it's one of those ones. It's just we were so disappointed with that 90-second phase of play. We should have scored. We should have been celebrating. But they go down the other end and score from pretty basic straight ball and behind us, and we're massively disappointed with that goal. And that's something we'll talk about in the week.
Charlie Austin's off the mark for the club. Are you happy with the service he's been given in these first 3 games?
Yeah, look, we as a group we can get better. I think that's really important. The service was pretty good in round 1. I think as a collective we just weren't at it last week. So Melbourne City is a good side, and then we got punished for it. But tonight, look, it was he got more ball, he got chances. He had a good chance, I think, in the first 5 minutes that you alluded to before. So his job's to score goals. We've got to give him service, but he's going to get chances, and when he gets them, he's got to take them. And tonight he did, but it could have been anyone tonight. It was probably just reward for a minimum for us to come away with a point.
And obviously, other news earlier in the week was some academy restructuring that had been put out by the club. Were you aware of this beforehand, and do you support what the club is doing?
Look, I think so much has been said about that. We've had a really tough, emotional week, and like I said, I think the biggest impact on the A-League squad right now has been the news this morning of Masato leading today's game. So I'm not going to make any comment on that.
Joe Knowles gave you a bit. Obviously, he missed that chance in the first few minutes, but there was a good surging run that set up the goal for Charlie there. How do you feel he's coming along?
I think Joe is definitely good enough to play in the A-League. Definitely good enough to play in the A-League. He'll be massively disappointed with himself because he should have scored tonight. And knowing him and how he is, he'll be disappointed. But I think we know what a good player is, which is why we signed him, and I think he's going to contribute this year.
All good, everyone. Thank you.
Great. Thanks guys. Cheers.